In today's video, I'm going to show you my latest experience when I was at the Finger Lakes in New York, specifically Otisco. I learned quite a few things. There was some really good fish to be caught. Let's get in the video and I'm going to teach you some of the things that I learned. First time on the channel, my name's Chris. This is Lifeholics Fishing, where I'll be bringing you the best that the Northeast has to offer as far as fishing goes. I'm talking about tips, tricks, product reviews, and more. So if you're into that type of content, please consider subscribing. So as you saw, there was just perfect conditions. We could not have asked for more perfect conditions, especially on Otisco Lake. On the Finger Lakes, this time of year, it was complete, just glass. It looked perfect out on the water. We were fishing 20 to 40 feet deep, and it was just crystal clear. The conditions when we first got there, they were in the lower 50s, high 40s, no wind whatsoever. It was just intense. I was throwing right here, just a regular Rage Craw trailer on a jig. I was going with all natural colors. The other ones I was throwing some just regular, jerk bait style baits. This just on a regular Ned head. I was throwing a bunch of different things, but after everything that we threw, the only thing that they were hitting on all day was this. The Z-Man tube, just on a regular. This would be the heavier Ned head by them, but honestly, we threw everything. And then we even all tied on this. Now, it was both me, TJ Carden, which you should definitely be looking out for him because he is definitely going to be a up-and-comer in the fishing industry doing tournaments. He is a fantastic fisherman. I have him and his wife to thank for a wonderful weekend out. Got to fish not just the Finger Lakes, but we also hit the Delaware River, my first time there for smallies, and it was just a fantastic time. I owe it all to him. Big shout out to him. Now, after analyzing my trip, as you saw, it was only TJ catching. Now, there was a moment in time where we all switched over and we were all throwing this. Now I'm talking about not just me and TJ, but both my girlfriend and his wife. We were all throwing this. Now TJ, he was the driver, so he was out front. But I definitely, after looking back and analyzing it, I realized that I was set up just completely wrong for this trip, for the Finger Lake specifically. After looking back, my setup, I had my green, my low vis green monofilament line on. TJ was running nothing but braid, 10-pound Power Pro braid on all his spinning reels to a fluoro leader, 8 to 10 pound fluoro. Now, it was crystal clear. I realized towards the end of the trip, when I started throwing hard suspending jerk baits, that I saw these fish out. Now, this is 20 feet away from the boat. I am seeing these smallies come up, check out my bait, and peace out. And I realized then that that was the only time I actually saw them come up on my bait, and it was because of the line. All my other line, even my girlfriend, was throwing all that low vis green line, which in crystal clear water is very visible, especially for smallmouth. Now, after that, and after a few catches, like I said, he was only catching them on these right here. These tubes, TRDs, they are fantastic. We weren't even fanning these out. We kept them together, and I asked him, how is he bringing it through? And he said it was pretty much a textbook case of exactly how you're supposed to be fishing in the winter. Let it hit bottom, wait, pick up a foot, reel in, and then they were smashing it on that drop. It wasn't the initial, it wasn't the first or second hop, but as soon as he would pick up and let it drop down, they would just smash it. And these smallies, they fought. Now, I didn't get a picture of it or get it on film, but he also caught a tiger muskie, and it was all, again, on the same thing. Everything was caught on that day. So I realized that even though I was using it, that green line, I think, just was making it look unnatural because I was fishing it the same way, really slow. In the winter, you'll know, anybody who fishes the winter, go very, very slow. And if you're not catching, then go slower. You're creeping this bait along the bottom. After we were out deep, we were almost dead center of the lake up on Otisco, and we were in 40-foot water. Like, it was just intense, crystal clear. You're able to see. Now, we were dropping our spoons, we were throwing our jigs, we're doing a whole bunch of different things. Realized after we saw the temperature of the water was 45 degrees, we had to move in. And soon as we came closer to the shoreline and we were on that ledge, fishing the ledge out to us, that is when they started just waking up. Now, I was thinking it had to do just me, or maybe it was just because he was front of the boat. And yes, after seeing it and because of the water clarity, that had a huge part to play. He was lucky to get up on the front of the boat. He was casting out front and making sure to be way out, definitely 90 degrees from the point of the boat. So he was always getting that first initial hit. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but because of how clear the water was and the conditions from that day, that played a huge part of it. Anybody knows the smallmouth, they are a little bit more skittish than the largemouth. And when we actually were able to see, because of the water clarity, when that one would bite and he had one on the line, two would follow it up. But after we released, nothing. Every bite that he caught ended up being 20, 30, 40 yards apart. They weren't all schooled up, which we can see that they were, but they weren't biting that way. It was all very spaced out. So definitely keep that in mind on your next trip. So the next time you're out, definitely clear line, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with everyone just tying on the same thing, trying the same thing. That way you can factor everything else out. And that's what we did. After I realized that it was the line, it was definitely the boat placement, and it was just the day. It was his day. I can't even put anything as it. He is a great fisherman, and he was just smashing them all day. Myself, I wasn't prepared, so there's another tip for you guys. Please do your research. Find out exactly what conditions you're going to be looking for. You look for clear water. Is it going to be dirty? And then set up accordingly, especially for the winter months. If it's clear water, clear line, fluoro, make sure you're throwing it. We were also throwing different colors of these. I was also, like I said, I was throwing all natural colors. I did start out with black and blue. I was using my Magma Craw from Nico. Nothing was doing it, just that natural tube. If you're going to be getting out there, I highly suggest and recommend. Now, I was using a little lighter of a Ned head at first, and it wasn't bringing my line to bottom. So make sure that you're checking your depths. If you're having an issue, make sure you go a size up and fish it slow, really slow. He actually did everything on a leader. He put it on, I think he said it was 6 to 10 foot of fluoro on his braid. It was giving him excellent casting distance, and he never snapped off his leader. So he was doing it right. Now, all in all, I just wanted to do this video and show you guys this amazing weekend. I wanted to give a shout out to TJ and his wife, thank them again for the awesome trip out. It was a fantastic experience, my first time up the Finger Lakes, and we could not ask for a better day. Now, as you saw, as we were going, we went 5 miles, and that was the smallest lake. It was just mind-blowing. If you get a chance to get up there to the Finger Lakes, I highly, highly recommend it. Gorgeous area. Lots of big fish to be had up there. Now, if you like today's video, please smash that like button, and in the comments below, let me know if you've ever been to the Finger Lakes or what's your next big trip this winter. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, definitely hit that red button, smash that bell so that way you're notified of all my new videos when they come out. I have some coming out in the next couple weeks with really, really deep winter tips, tricks. I'm going to be hitting out on my regular waters in the winter conditions, bringing you guys some more content. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.